Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
A little bit of broken record time, partner, because we know that this young man, Daniel Jones, was a surprise pick at number 6 overall. But I thought that he got better and better as the year went on in his rookie year. A lot of trial by fire. Needs to protect the football better while in the pocket. But when he's at his best, he can throw it and run it. And he's an ascending quarterback. 24 touchdown passes as a rookie.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Yards on the pickup.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
The 29-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Jones pass.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Steven Sims set to return it for Washington. Taking it about the 36. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Haskins in the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And the catch made by Dontrell Inman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards. The pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Washington 1st down.
A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. The tackle made by Blake Martinez.
Washington ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down.
4-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now here's Inman bringing in the pass. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Washington.
On 1st down, Gibson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 13-yard touchdown run. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by a 13-yard touchdown run.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Jones now to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jones gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And the Washington first down.
Here's McKissick. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 41-yard line.
A carry now for McKissick. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
J.D. McKissick, the ball carrier. David Mayo brought him down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With this Washington 7, Giants nothing.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And here's the number 2 overall selection in 2018, Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7. Jones, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first down carry for Barkley. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
The ball carrier.
But one thing we certainly know, Alabama churns out first-round picks, and there's another nice play there by one of them, Jonathan Allen, the big defensive tackle.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
1st and 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
He's brought down at the...
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the draw, this is Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Barkley.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. Tackle made by Chase Young.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And that is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. It's hauled in by Shepard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks.
Makes this Washington 7.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The next drive coming up here for the Washington offense, and as they get set up here, Charles, let's talk about their win in Week 1 over Philadelphia. Great division win for them. You know, it was at halftime, actually. They were down 17-7. It was Dwayne Haskins who gave an inspiring halftime speech, and then they come out and score 20 unanswered points to get the 27-17 victory. And really, the defense, I think, led the way, right? Didn't they sack Carson Wentz 8 times?
They certainly did, and remember how they've been building on that defensive front for a number of years now? Wow, that really paid off big in this ball game. But I go back to Dwayne Haskins. Ron Rivera, he was, getting some medical attention at the half. How great was it that Dwayne Haskins stepped up, first year as the true starting quarterback of this team, and took him up.
And got his man complete. And down to the 20. A big play there just before halftime. 55 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Haskins flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This game's had a little bit of everything thus far, and certainly plenty to look forward to as the teams are right back out there for the second half. So we'll get right back out there as well, as we'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
On the return, Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They will run it. It's McKissick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
A gain of 11.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with a former Buccaneer. It's Peyton Barber. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Are you serious, dog?
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Antonio Gibson.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
2nd and 16.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Ball carrier.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the shotgun, Haskins escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Barber. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
J.D. McKissick, the ball
And
carrier.
they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and Washington is able to stretch their lead.
Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
Dustin Hopkins to kick off for Washington.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Jones throwing complete here to Tate. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Finds his tight end Ingram. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Jones
Only 3. Yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Jones now from the gun on 3rd down. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So they only had a yard to go. They tried to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot. They dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. On 1st down, Gibson. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. So now Jones and the Giants down by 2 touchdowns. 1:46 to go. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing on 1st down. Jones. Catch made by Slayton. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd and short. They tried the throw on 2nd down. Unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll run for it with Barkley and able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. At first glance, I wasn't sure he got it. Then I saw that spot. Definitely a 1st down.
It was, but boy, on the other side, you disputed a little bit, wouldn't you? Okay, if you're playing defense, are you sure he got there? But that's why they tell you all the time, Don't just get what you need, get a little bit more, and take the decision out of the hands of the officials.
Well, there he needed a yard. He got a yard and maybe an inch. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones being chased out left. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley.
Jones pass.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
So a victory here for the Washington football team.
And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.